Hi guys, thanks for watching Mom Talks Wrestling. I'm Mom. This week we're going to talk Money in the Bank reactions and about Roman Reigns' suspension. First of all, I'll be the first to say it. Maybe I'm the only person to say it. Oh, the beginning was so boring. I didn't even know what happened. It was just like such a snooze fest. But there's a few things I really want to talk about. One, Titus O'Neil and Rusev. Saw it coming. 2, Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler. Okay, here we are again. Hopefully this feud is over. The ladder match though. Can we talk about this? The ladder match. I am so disappointed that Dean Ambrose won the briefcase. And I don't care what any of you think. I wanted Kevin Owens to have it. Like, he's such a great heel. And he would have meant, like, him carrying the briefcase would have meant something. At least I feel like it would have. I mean, there's belts that literally mean nothing. Like, the IC title right now and the US title. Like, those don't mean anything. I mean, what? So I really wanted Kevin Owens to get the briefcase, to add some, like, hype, interest, anything to Raw, or maybe SmackDown. I don't know. And it just didn't happen. To tell you how disappointed I am that Dean Ambrose won, like, I would have even been happy if Sami Zayn won. And if you've been watching Mom Talks Wrestling, you know how badly he gets under my skin, so. Oh, and let me just say this. He gets under my skin mainly because I hate his gimmick. And you know what's great about wrestling? People have stupid gimmicks like Roman Reigns, and it's fun to hate them. That's the purpose. Like, what's the point if the crowd loves everything you do? I mean, then there's no emotion behind it, right? I mean, it's just good to have that. So, like, you're welcome, WWE Universe. Like, I'm feeding into what you want me to feed into or whatever. And those of you in the internet wrestling community who think I'm, like, totally crazy and you're sad or crying because my opinions don't align up with yours, ooh, then you sound like a really immature human being and you might need to grow in that area. Opinions. Do you know what that word means? So Dean Ambrose wins Money in the Bank. Fine. I thought I could deal with it kind of a little bit. Ugh. We get to Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Do you know who made Roman Reigns look pseudo impressive? Seth Rollins. I've been saying this since the beginning. They missed their opportunity to change, like, Roman Reigns' gimmick and, like, make him, like, awesome again. Like, before he got hurt with his hernia, I was, like, kind of behind him, right? I felt myself, like, vibing him, right? Whatever. He gets hurt, he gets this massive push. After TLC, he should have turned heel, and I thought for a split second he was going to. That never happened. So here we are with the guy, Roman Reigns, who can't talk on the mic, can't work a crowd, can't wrestle, fighting my favorite, Seth Rollins. I mean, he's one of my favorites. Seth Rollins is just so good. And I can respect him. So I was, like, happy when he beat Reigns. Like, finally, I didn't see it coming. I didn't think that they would do that, but I was totally pleased. And then, of course, Dean Ambrose cashes in. I just don't like Dean Ambrose. I thought I did because, like, I'm originally from Cincinnati, so of course I wanted to represent, like, the homeboy and, like, be behind him. I mean, come on. And I just can't do it. I just can't. I just think Dean Ambrose needs, like, improv classes because, like, he gets out there and he's like, okay, New Orleans, like, how were those margaritas last night? And it's just like, what? Okay, like, people love hearing their city's name, but nothing else happened. So when he came out on Monday Night Raw, like, I was fuming when the crowd's like, you deserve this. It's like, what? No, he doesn't. He doesn't deserve this. Like, why would you even say that? And truth be told, I really don't feel like the crowd believed in those words that they were saying because they were not a very actively engaged audience for the rest of the time he was talking. it was like awkward pauses and lulls, and I felt like they kind of read it towards the end and they kind of responded, but he doesn't know how to work the crowd. And it's like, to be a great heel, you need, or not even a heel, to be a great champ, you need to know how to like not only wrestle, but talk on the mic, which is engaging your audience. I mean, it's a live performance. You have to be good at both. And if you're not, get a mouthpiece. Why is Apollo Crews on the main roster? And why is he wrestling Sheamus and defeating him? Like, that's not a way to get him over. There's like no room for Apollo Crews to be interjected into the storyline somewhere. And if there is, it's definitely going to be forced. Can we talk about the women's title? For Raw, I was glad to see Sasha and Paige. I really want Charlotte and Sasha to wrestle at SummerSlam. But like, for Money in the Bank, it's just like, oh, great. Charlotte, who I love. Okay, hang on. For Money in the Bank, it's like Charlotte, Dana Brooke, Natalya, and Becky Lynch. It's just like blah, blah, blah. Okay. But I was kind of tickled to see that Natalya turned on Becky Lynch, because I'm so tired of the women's division being all about friends, like friendship, like friends are friends forever, I have your back. And it's like, you're a wrestler, go after the title and stop worrying about friends. Like, make friends outside of the ring. Make friends outside of your job. AJ Styles versus John Cena, the dream match we've been waiting 15 years for. Alright, so got behind this match. It's fun to watch. AJ Styles is phenomenal. The thing that irritates me most about John Cena is when he's on the mic. I mean, okay, like, we get it. You're the biggest patriot. Okay, we get it. You're all about families. Okay, we get it. You've granted a bajillion make-a-wishes. All right, we get it. Like, I think you're from Brooklyn, Boston. I don't know where you're from. New York? Because you put on that crazy accent that he used to always do for his Thugonomics stuff. And it's just like, why? Like, the more he gets into it, the more he's like, and you, bro, blah, 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 blah. And I'm John Cena. And it's like, what is happening? Like, why are you talking like that? Like, I really can't stand it. And if you like it, then you're a loser. Awesome match between Styles and Cena. Just to end with Gallows and Anderson, like, interfering. It's like, why? Like, why did that have to happen? Why can't someone just beat Cena? Like, a clean finish. Why can't that happen? Why is that so impossible? I mean, is it written in his contract? Like, I'll wrestle all these guys for you, but make sure there's always interference, some kind of disqualification, blah, 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 blah. Never a clean finish. So that kind of like ruined it for me. Like, oh, I love this match. It's so great. The Styles Clash looks so beautiful to me. I mean, what? I just like loved it. And then like they interfered. And it's just like, why'd you have to do that, WWE? Roman Reigns is suspended. I mean, he violated the wellness policy. I'm not happy for him. I would never be happy for anyone personally, like getting in trouble at their job or doing something to compromise their health or doing something that directly impacts their family. Like, I'm not about that. But the mom who loves to hate his gimmick and his character, like, I just want to say, like, I knew this was coming. I knew he was the biggest loser. I mean, he can't wrestle. He can't talk on the mic. He can't work a crowd. He has nothing going for him. I mean, I think they're pushing him because I think they think he has, like, that exotic look and he's attractive. Not my style, like, taste or anything, but I know lots of women who think he's a hottie. So I think that's why they're, like, trying to push him to be the face of the company. But, like, this kind of just all makes sense. I mean, there's tons of dudes who have violated the policies, some kind of policy. And I don't think it'll hurt him. Obviously, I'm sure he'll come back and say he's better than ever and that he's the guy and whatever. But I just want to say to Roman Reigns fans, like, how do you like me now? I mean, I'm a mom. I know it's right. Moms are always right. And I just knew that he wasn't it. He's not it. Do you think Seth Rollins would have violated that policy? I'm just kidding. I'm not getting into that because, like, truthfully, I just feel like sad that someone would take that route. And I mean, it can happen to anyone. But the mom who loves to hate his gimmick. Can't wait to see what happens in the next 30 days. So, Roman Reigns violating the wellness policy. As a fan and a viewer, I've been irritated because I felt like Roman Reigns and his silly character have been given everything. He's been given that hard push. He's been given the title belt, so many title opportunities. He's given the Roman Empire. I mean, I don't know. He's been given everything. Just handed to him, right? On a silver platter. Here you go, Roman Reigns. We believe in you for whatever reason. Just for him to kind of like throw it away. I mean, if you're already given everything and you have a company and people that clearly believe in you to be something or someone, you throw it away for, I mean, I don't know how you violated the wellness policy, but like steroids, drugs, I don't know. Like, why? And if you, watching this, Mom Talks Wrestling, have personally done that, you know, like, when you feel like you've been given so many awesome opportunities just for you to throw it away for like one mistake, how sucky that is. So like, I totally feel for his family who suffers the consequences of his actions. I mean, that's so not cool, but it speaks to like what a loser he is. And I've called that from the beginning. So there's tons of guys who have violated the wellness policy. I mean, we have Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, Dolph Ziggler, like whatever. Lots of guys. Lots of guys have gotten in trouble and suspended. But here's my thing. This guy, Roman Reigns, has been pushed so hard down our throats and he's trying, like, he's the face of the company. He was the champ. He was the guy. When he comes back after his 30-day suspension, like, what are they going to do with him? Do you think that they'll ever give him that spotlight again? I mean, do you think John Cena, who is the face of the company, would have done that? I mean, I don't know. Like, you can't make him a face, can you? It's such public knowledge. I mean, it was everywhere on the internet. I don't know. And if they can't use him the way that they were trying to use him all this time, I just want to say again, like, moms are right. Like, I just knew he wasn't worth it. Sorry, Roman Reigns. Sorry, not sorry. I just hate your gimmick. I tweet at 432ELC, hashtag Mom Talks Wrestling. My Tumblr is Mom Talks Wrestling, and this YouTube channel, Mom Talks Wrestling. Like, dislike, comment, subscribe, and let's talk about wrestling.